Do you run into Disney geeks in your everyday life all the time? I sure do, and this week we hear from one of my close Disney geek friends who was married recently and had a beautiful split-stay DVC DisneyMoon Geekin on Walt Disney World.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geekin' on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Welcome home, Disney World geeks. It's time for episode 161 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your co-host, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast that will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. Today's episode is sponsored by our good friends with Fairy Tale Concierge Travel Agency. Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Disney vacation planner agency. We know them as part of our Geekin' family. Susan Jones, Jennifer Galambos, and EJ Cruz. When you book your Disney World vacation with them, you're going to get a professional travel agent. And they've got vast knowledge and experience with Disney World. They handle all your bookings of resort and dining reservations. They're going to help you with your itinerary. And they'll help you with any discounts that Disney is offering. They're going to give you individual attention to meet your specific needs. So contact them now for a free, no obligation quote. And best of all, their services are free to you. Hey, let's keep our trip bookings in the family and get all the details on our website, geekinonwdw.com. That's where you can get all their contact information. I sure hope you guys have local geekin' friends like we do. You know, I got Aunt Judy, and today you're going to hear from Melissa Cote. They can daily geek out with you. Melissa actually rides the bus with me to work. It was kind of a cute story how we first met as we were coming off the bus after knowing each other for a few months, at least seeing each other on the bus, not knowing that we were Disney geeks. And it's been so much fun to share those stories with her now. I just love her smart comments, and she's so articulate, and she has some fantastic commentary. I think you're going to enjoy this week's episode. Also, it was really cute. My son Benjamin was texting me during the week, or just yesterday, and he was saying how he had an interesting moment at his college where they were somehow got on the topic of Disney World, which doesn't always happen with him necessarily, but I bet the person he was talking to definitely has Disney World on their mind. And when he said his dad has a podcast devoted to Disney World, she was like, "Oh, really? I listen to podcasts." And when he told her it was Geekin' on WDW, she went, "Oh my God, that's one of my favorite podcasts." Now, he didn't tell me the young lady's name yet, but as soon as he does, I definitely want to see if she can get into our Facebook community and enjoy geeking on with us. And actually, I hope to meet her when I'm down visiting Benjamin soon. But it's really cool when you meet up with people who love Disney World as much as you do. And as far as being a podcaster, it's fun to hear people are listening to you, especially when there's a story as serendipitous as that one is. So thank you, Benjamin, and your friend, for letting me know all about that. It was so cool. And for this week, let me give you an outline of what you're going to hear today with Melissa. This is a DisneyMoon. It's a split stay with Bay Lake Tower and Polynesian DVC. She stays on the Bay Lake Tower, the 11th floor, which is one of my most fantastic views, I think, of the property. I love that view from Bay Lake Tower that she describes. She does some Resort Loop Christmas decoration touring, and also over to the Wilderness Lodge and check out the quick service lunch. Ohana for dinner. And actually, I think she does a lot of things that she heard from the podcast, which is really cool for us. I love hearing back and getting some positive reinforcement of some of the things that we love and talk about a lot. She does her frozen margaritas, lime margaritas. She doesn't do them at 11 a.m. but noon, which is close enough. She gets to do Tutto Gusto wine cellar. She describes the Bay Lake Tower pool. She goes over and does Artist Point at the Wilderness Lodge, which she tells us is only one dining credit, which is really cool. Lots of food talk this week, guys. So be pre-warned. It's so yummy. She's so descriptive, and it's awesome. She does Top of the World Lounge and sees Wishes. She does a new ticketed event for extra morning magic hours at Magic Kingdom, which included a breakfast. Really cool. I love that. She has some fun over at Animal Kingdom and great interactions with gorillas and meerkats. A Yak and Yeti dinner. And then it's on over to the Polynesian DVC where she transfers over. But she also does 50s Primetime dinner and talks about bringing desserts on the Tower of Terror ride. She has a question for us. Have you ever noticed that maybe it's slowed down at the Rock and Roller Coaster? So I'd like to hear some answers about that on our Facebook group. She enjoys over at Epcot the school bread, which is at the Norwegian Pavilion, baklava over at Morocco, and I'm going to call them lamb tacos. She gives them the right name. Trader Sam's she enjoys, and also the Very Merry Christmas Party. She talks in great detail of Columbia Harbor House and the lobster roll, which I have raved about. So I get some appreciation of that recommendation. Disney Springs, she does some great description of sprinkles and the cupcakes over there, and Art Smith's Homecoming, which she really enjoyed. Also, start to finish up with the Epcot Candlelight Processional, which she found very moving. Via Napoli, she gives that takeout window a try, and you'll hear her opinion on that. And then Narcoossee's for dinner, which is a great signature restaurant. Wishes from the Polynesian Resort, another viewing for Wishes from the resort and the resort loop. And then finally, she talks about cast member kudos that she did through Twitter. I really liked how she did that. All right, let's go Disney mooning with Melissa on this episode of the Geekin on WDW podcast.
Lindsay, one of my favorite things to do is have a Disney mooner on the show. Are you ready for a Disney mooner?
Yes.
Well, she's our latest Geekin Disney mooner and a proud Polynesian Village Resort DVC snob. There's nothing she loves more than trolling around from world to world, eating and drinking in Walt Disney World. She's my favorite Geekin bus riding partner, Lindsay.
Oh, yeah.
So give her a warm Geekin family welcome. It's Melissa Cote.
Hi.
Hey, Melissa. I'm so glad to talk to you about your trip.
I'm excited to share all the exciting details.
We talked about it for so long because I was just saying you are on the same bus ride for me, going to work back and forth.
Yep, you heard all of the hymns and haws and reservation decisions and all that good stuff.
That's right. Lindsay, it was so much fun. I think I was riding the bus when I moved from Simsbury to Hartford. I was probably doing it like 6 months before I was walking along after we got off in Hartford. And I said, hey, I just got back from Disney World. And Melissa was like, oh, I got a DVC at Disney World. I said, you do? Well, guess what? I got a podcast on Disney World. We've been bestie friends ever since.
Yeah.
And she bought into the Polynesian Resort DVC, right?
Yes.
Oh, what a life.
Yeah, how long? I know. Aren't you glad you did?
Oh, I am so glad. I had hemmed and hawed over the DVC for several years, and it was always a dream. And once they built the Polynesian ones, I'm like, this is it. Got to do it.
I was so glad. Yeah, I'm a little bit jealous, but I can't be too jealous with our Bay Lake Tower points.
Well, that's the other one. If we were to have DVC, we would have Polynesian.
I know.
I would
and
say.
I was making fun of her when she was posting some stuff in our Facebook group because she was talking about Bay Lake Tower but even more about Polynesian, how much she loved it. So I'm really excited to hear the comparison because Melissa, you did a split stay, didn't you?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
So how many nights did you stay?
We were there a total of 8 nights.
Yep.
And then we stayed at Bay Lake Towers the first 3 nights, and then on the 4th day switched over to the Polynesian for the remainder of our time.
All right. How'd the split stay go for you?
It was good. I'm glad that we did it because we did get to experience another resort. So just a little bit of background. Prior to becoming a DVC member, any visits that I had done before that were always in the moderate resorts, mostly Port Orleans, French Quarter.
Yeah.
So, it was nice to be able to experience another deluxe resort. There was some drawbacks to it, just in that, didn't feel like we wanted to fully unpack
right
from Bay Lake Tower because we knew in a couple of days we were going to be switching over. And while the checkout and check-in went very smoothly between the 2 resorts, thanks to a cast member at Bay Lake Towers, Charles, who gave us a tip that said, physically come down here and check out on Wednesday morning because that will allow the Polynesian to check you in that much faster.
Oh, good tip.
Yeah, that was a great tip. So that enabled us to do it very smoothly that way. Although the luggage transfer was a little cumbersome. Bell service was really good in tagging the luggage and getting it over to the Polynesian. Getting the luggage delivered to the room it took us until about 9:00 that night.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot longer than I've heard before. We've never had that problem.
Yeah, apparently, unlike when your luggage is delivered from Magical Express, you have to be in the room to receive the luggage.
Oh, yeah.
For some unknown reason.
Okay.
And, that's hard to do sometimes when you're trying to enjoy the parks. Mm-hmm. And so when we got back to the resort at 9, I'm like, please, bring me my luggage. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, I didn't have far to travel, only on the monorail, but interesting. That was well, let's start back. So you got married.
Yeah, we did.
And where did you get married?
We got married here in Torrington.
Yeah.
It was a very small, nice, intimate affair, and then we whisked off to tropical weather, the bright and shiny the next day. Because
your trip was in December, right?
Yes. So we left Connecticut December 11th. Which was a Sunday, and that was also the day that they were predicting our first significant snowstorm later that afternoon. So luckily our flight I think it took off right about 6:30 in the morning. So we got out of Dodge before that messed with flights.
Perfect.
That's always a fear, and one of the fears I have when we get to driving down.
Well, we still got our fingers crossed for next Friday.
We were supposed to have a big snow event today, and it's kind of messy and wet and lousy out, but it's not a nor'easter like a foot of snow they were talking about.
It definitely changed from what they were predicting.
always that challenge. All right, I'm going to go through this trip day by day. You really hit highlights. I love the way you did your outline, your bullet points. We can hit some of the big highlights. The stuff that you did new. Well, first of all, new was Bay Lake Tower, right? You had never stayed there before?
Nope, never stayed there before or even really ventured into the Contemporary, to be honest with you. My exposure to the Contemporary was driving through it on the monorail. Oh. Never got off. I've never explored that resort.
Oh, that's and I love the first picture you posted that I saw, at least, which is one of my favorite views that we've stayed in. And it's the view that is facing the Contemporary from Bay Lake Tower. Mm-hmm. And you were up high enough. Which floor were you on?
We were on the 11th floor.
Mm-hmm. And there are 16 floors? My mind is
Yeah, give or take.
something like that. But you're up there high enough, and you're facing where all the boats come and go from, and the pool is down below, at least the contemporary pool from that side. But it's a great view of Epcot, right? And Wilderness Lodge. And
Yeah, so we were able to see the flags in the roof of the Wilderness Lodge and just a little bit of the new lodges that they're building there from the balcony.
okay.
We were able to see, when I see Epcot, I mean Spaceship Earth, essentially,
Right.
during the day. And then at night, we were able to enjoy the Illuminations fireworks, which was nice. And then at night, I couldn't make it out during the day. But Disney Springs was also in view. And at night, we were actually able to see the drone show.
Oh,
Wow.
Which was really cool. Surprisingly, like, you could make out the shape of the tree, all the different designs that I had seen on, Facebook Live videos. And I have to say, the dove was just breathtaking. Like, I got chills when we saw that. And I have to say, I don't know close up if you'd be able to appreciate the beauty of the design and everything of the dove.
wow.
Like we could from a distance. It was breathtaking.
It's so cool that you could see it all the way from the Bay Lake.
I know. I was shocked. I'm like, wow, like if we can see it and make out the design so well from this distance, that's why I'm saying, like, I almost feel like it's too close or too big if you're watching it right from Disney Springs to really take in the whole design.
That's one of my favorite rooms, actually. And the view there, I think, is spectacular.
You can see Hollywood Studios from there too.
Yeah, and I brought my binoculars. You can actually see Everest over at Animal Kingdom from there.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You can definitely with the binoculars, which is a great idea to bring if you're staying at the Bay Lake Tower, even if you're looking over from the Magic Kingdom side too. It's great to scan in on the boats and stuff. That's a great. I was really excited to see that room there for you. So, what did you think of Bay Lake Tower and the Contemporary? How'd it go?
The location was fantastic. Being able to walk over to Magic Kingdom was just awesome.
Yeah.
Especially for the morning that we had our early morning magic hour tickets.
Yeah.
Because that was really early in the morning and that saved a lot of time. So that was really nice. Having access to the boat and the monorail transportation as well was fantastic. The resort itself is really nice. Bay Lake Tower. The rooms are gorgeous. The building itself, kind of speaks for itself in the fact that it's part of the Contemporary, but we weren't in love with it. We felt like we could have been at a Marriott or a Sheraton and you wouldn't have necessarily known the difference. It doesn't have that theming
Right.
that other resorts have. And I know I'm spoiled with the Polynesian, but even Port Orleans, French Quarter, I've stayed at the Caribbean Beach Resort once, they all have pretty heavy theming. So we definitely missed that piece of it. We also missed desperately the 2 bathrooms for being able to get ready at the same time. That's a really, really nice feature of the Polynesian.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can agree with that one for sure.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time in the morning.
I definitely want to hear, we're going to take this a little day by day. So I want to hear day one, and we'll get into the Polynesian when you move into that spot. So day one, what was going on your first day?
Yeah, so we got to Bay Lake Towers right around noon. The room wasn't ready yet. So what we decided to do was we went over to Magic Kingdom to the customer service kiosk to get our annual passes and get that all taken care of. And then we just kind of decided to kind of do the resort loop. So we went over to the Grand Floridian and checked out the gingerbread houses and the Christmas atmosphere there.
Yeah.
And this was the first time we've ever been there for the full Christmas decoration,
Yeah, okay.
and theming and everything.
Oh, good.
So this was all new.
Yeah. So you're totally into checking that out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, the Christmas tree in all of the resorts actually that we stopped in, I mean, they're just enormous. I mean, how they get them in there, it's got to be in pieces, and it's amazing. And each Christmas tree is decorated themed to that resort.
Yeah.
So Grand Floridian was, very, Victorian decorations and so forth. That is the Mega Mama gingerbread house. Is actually, human size. There were cast members selling cookies and hot cocoa out of the inside of the gingerbread house. There was it was steam. It was supposed to look like, stove smoke coming out of the chimney.
Yeah.
And I mean, the scent of gingerbread, hits you as soon as you walk through the door.
It's real gingerbread.
It just permeates the entire lobby.
They have it set up right in the square in the middle of the lobby.
Yep. It's actually off to the side a little bit, but yeah, in that main lobby kind of atrium area.
I like this way you went about this on your first day. You didn't really go in the park at all, did you?
No, we didn't. We knew we were going to be tired because of how early our flight was.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to set ourselves up for disaster of like melting down on each other.
Yeah.
Plus, there was a little bit of a bag issue as far as we weren't really sure, like you always have a carry-on to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily have locks. And if your room's not ready, what do you do with that?
Yeah.
You don't necessarily want to be lugging that around in a park. So
Nice. Okay. So you did a tour of the big resorts. You went over to Wilderness Lodge?
Yep, we went over to Wilderness Lodge, and that was Matt's first time ever seeing the Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun to kind of watch his face and, watch him take it in. And then on top of that, being, fully decorated for Christmas. It's just,
yeah.
I have to say, that is probably my second favorite resort.
I know people rave about the Wilderness Lodge for Christmas time.
Yeah.
Well, it's already so grand, so
Yeah.
to add Christmas decorations on top of that,
I know.
kind of blows you out of the water, everything.
It really, really does. And I'm a huge national parks fan.
Right.
So that, decor and style, it really, speaks to me. So
Excellent. What'd you have for lunch?
We went to the Whispering Canyon, which is the quick service in the Wilderness Lodge.
Yep.
And I have to say, it's definitely very, very good. And both times that we went there, because we went there again later on in the week, not crowded at all.
Oh, nice.
So that was really nice as well, because sometimes the quick service restaurants can be a little chaotic.
Yeah.
Doesn't really
great
get rowdy
food.
there till later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think the quick service in those deluxe resorts that you're talking about, Wilderness Lodge, all of them,
It's all pretty
Polynesian, Grand Floridian, I love them all.
Yeah, contemporary. We love that. We love
Yep.
the contemporary.
Yes, I love all of those, Melissa. So I'm glad. I don't think I've had the Wilderness one though.
We've talked about it, but briefly.
Yeah. So that's good to know.
Really good. I would highly recommend it.
What was so good there?
So, I had a tuna sandwich. It was really good. I'm a little picky about my tuna. And it had a great multi-grain bread, which I enjoyed. It actually reminded me a bit of a turkey sandwich that I've had at Columbia Harbor House before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good, very fresh.
Nice.
Had a great snack bar. And it also had a condiments and fixings bar.
Oh, okay.
Like self-service, which I really liked because I love pickles, and I was able to take as many as I want. But the thing that I actually loved most there is their house chips are fantastic.
Oh, you're killing me. Those are my favorite.
They got them over at the Bay Lake, too.
I love those.
I know. So I've, been listening to the podcast. I went over the summertime and listened to all the back episodes. So I know that you're a fan of that. And so I had that in my head. Okay, there's got to be something about these chips.
I'm in her head. I'm in a lot of our listeners' heads.
I know. You gotta like.
So that's why I had actually gotten them instead of French fries.
Yeah.
And they just, whatever seasoning was on them was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I want to say it's unique to the Wilderness Lodge as far as that flavor, because any of the other house chips that I got anywhere else didn't have that same flavor.
Did you become a house chips connoisseur then?
I kind of wanted to go back there and ask them for a big bag of them, to be honest with you.
I love it.
Was really good.
Oh.
And Matt, actually, he had gotten, I forgot what he got the first time we were there as far as I think he got a chicken sandwich, which he said was good, but he was raving about the French fries, and they tasted just like old school McDonald's French fries.
Nice.
And he just loved those. So.
Well, I'm going to skip right over to the Polynesian because you go over to one of our favorites, and I'm learning it's a lot of our listeners' favorites, because speaking about listening to us,
You've like drilled this into their head.
yeah, but they're all, you know what? They can say they don't like it if they don't like it. But
We've only had like one or two that didn't have a great time.
Well, they're afraid to say it too.
Yeah, right.
No.
Overall, though, the consensus is
it gets a raving in lots of Disney polls also. So you went over and had some Ohana, didn't you? Was this your first time at Ohana?
This was our first time at Ohana.
Nice.
And I did it at the recommendation of all the geeks.
Nice.
And we were not disappointed at all. It was so good and so much fun. We really, really enjoyed it.
I'm so glad. I got to ride the bus with her. I don't want her to be mad at me for one of my recommendations.
It's not a cheap dinner either, so it's good that you enjoyed it.
Well, what in particular did you like about Ohana food-wise?
So, I mean, everything was good. So it's, I want to preface it by that. There wasn't anything that either of us had that we were like, oh, no. But I really, really liked the steak.
Good.
It was just really great flavor, perfectly cooked for me.
Nice.
I really like that. The noodles are just awesome.
Yes.
I wish I could have those for lunch every day.
I know it. What is it they put on those? You remember the
They're
flavor?
like pan-fried noodles with like, it could be like soy sauce or something.
Yeah.
Something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I know there's a flavor to them that's
They're
fantastic.
good though, man.
Yeah.
I agree.
They reminded me a little bit of there's a hibachi place in Canton that offers noodles on the hibachi. And it reminded me of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it has to do to your point, Lindsay, that they like fry them a little bit.
Yeah, it's sort of like an Asian
with the
inspired
soy
style.
sauce. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I like the soy sauce. And, I got to tell you, we had last time when we were there, and the steak was a little dry. So it could have been
Depends on the
that
cook.
skewer there that kind of just stayed on the fire a little too long. But but I agree with that. I've had the steak there where it's melt in your mouth too. So
yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah.
Nothing to complain about though, because they got two other skewers of meat coming around anyway.
And, we've been there so many times. I mean, it was obviously an anomaly for that particular time. It didn't bother me. Plus all the dipping sauces, I can live with.
All the other things on the table.
And Mama will tell you I burnt a roast this week while I was off. On my rotisserie outside.
He was enjoying himself too much.
Yeah,
the roast.
I was having a little too much wine. All right, but what else? I know you like the bread too.
The bread was really good. I wish that we could have actually taken that back with us to be able to enjoy for breakfast.
Yeah, right.
Because that's what I immediately thought of when I tried it. Is I'm like, this would be so good with coffee in the morning.
Yeah, it's sweet.
We've taken a couple of rolls. Me and Mom stuck them in our bags. And then I'm not kidding either. I've had it for breakfast. It's good. It's still good the next day.
Mom buys you that Hawaiian bread here at home from BJ's,
Yeah,
I think.
what is it? It's the Hawaiian bread they sell in all the stores
Yeah.
with the orange packaging, but it's nothing compared to
No.
that fresh ohana bread.
Melissa, my group embarrasses me with the amount of bread can we keep bringing bread? Hey guys,
I-
you know,
In the middle of the meal, like we have ordered like 2 loaves of bread.
and it's the macadamia butter too, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah, it's the
fantastic.
macadamia butter and the coconut and the pineapple that's in the bread. It's so nice.
It's so sweet and just delicious.
Yep.
Oh boy. And how about the dessert?
The dessert, oh my God. We were so full.
Right.
But I'm like, we've got to try it. Like, this is infamous at this point.
Right.
You know, within at least the Geekin community. Like, this
Yeah,
is
you've heard that,
infamous.
right?
So
Everyone.
Yeah, we have to try this. So we did, and you know, we basically just rolled ourselves out of the restaurant for that. You know,
Good job.
we didn't finish it, but we, you know, heartily shared it, and it was amazing.
Now, I don't know about this isn't really a honeymooners dining out experience with all the craziness going on, or I guess
No, so we got an early reservation, and you know, it was by chance.
tamed.
Like, I kept on checking to see if reservations opened up, and I had like 2 weeks beforehand, I think it was, a reservation finally opened up for it, and so it was at 4:30. So it wasn't super crowded when we were in there.
that is a nice time to go.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
before
that.
it gets a little too crazy.
I like
because
that.
it can get a little loud in there, but it's lively enough to be enjoyable.
But you did you have the ukulele player going around?
She was there towards the tail end of our meal.
Yeah.
So we were able to enjoy that, and she, you know, watched her interact with the kids as well before she had started singing and walking around with the ukulele. So that was nice. And we had a really nice table. It was a small table, and we were sat to the left was the grill.
Okay.
And where the chefs cook,
Yep.
and then to the right we were the windows. So it was really nice. We were able to kind of look out at the water, and
Oh, good.
I think we were able to see the castle, if I remember right.
Oh, nice. So you had a little bit of a romantic Polynesian
Experience.
dinner at the Ohana. That's awesome. Well, sometimes they'd call you out too for birthdays and
I think that's later in the afternoon.
anniversaries, so I guess you missed that part.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm so glad that worked out for you. All right. Hey, I'm going to move on to day 2, which looks to me was in Epcot.
Yeah, so we spent most of the day in Epcot on the second day. We went there, probably about 10:30 or so. Luckily, they opened up an alternate entrance to get in there to be able to go through security. So I can tell you, for any future visitors, prepare for security time, because they're checking every bag, no matter the size. So the last time we were there in January, I had this little tiny LL Bean satchel. I mean, it's literally the size of my iPhone. And it just has a couple of extra pockets to be able to securely put my iPhone in there to, you know, protect it on rides and stuff, and to be able to hold, you know, a couple of other little tiny things like wet wipes. They didn't check it. So I was considered bagless. No longer.
Yeah, so it's like
Is that
those
considered
like wallet style purses, sort of like they're checking those too now, because I know a lot of ladies carry those.
Yeah.
So
No, that's good.
Yeah, so I
good
mean,
to know.
it's
It's
really
different.
hard to go bagless, you know, today. It's just hard. But so just be prepared for that and keep that in mind. I really think they need to create an express lane for people with small bags, because I can't tell you how many times I got stuck behind, you know,
The bag lady.
the moms with the gigantic diaper bags and the 4 backpacks.
Right. The stroller.
well, the worst is the stroller, because the stroller has to get
They
checked
search
out.
that too, yeah.
Oh man! If anything, just don't get behind the stroller.
And I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's a good idea though. The small bag lane.
So you got a little bit of a late start, but you did Mission Space, so you can handle Mission Space?
Oh yeah,
Ah.
I love Mission Space. And it was really nice because Matt and I ended up actually in our own pod all by ourselves.
Commanders.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, that's the best.
Right.
Because you never know when someone else is going to get sick. Like, like if you're like your family member, like if they're going to be okay. But you
don't want a stranger to get
two
sick.
strangers, like I don't trust them. Like, I don't know what you're.
It's okay if I throw up on you, but you don't want strangers throwing up
because I
on
know
you.
you, and then I'm worried about you. If strangers just like, this is inconvenient.
I think I'm going to take some Dramamine next time. I want to do Everest. I get motion sick. And
There's no fast pass for. We don't have a fast pass for Mission Space. But we do have a fast pass for.
Did you use a fast pass, Melissa?
We did.
Okay.
But the wait wasn't horrendous, if I recall right, because it was pretty early in the morning and everybody was stopped at Spaceship Earth.
Right.
Yeah, and they go to Test Track and.
So you weren't too late.
But that one's not top tier, anyways. So it's okay. It's not.
So she had a little bit of time to kill before she went over to Mexico, anyway, right?
We did.
She's waiting for that 11 a.m. World Showcase opening, weren't you?
Yeah, we were really trying to get there for 11. It didn't end up working out, but we got there for, I think, we were there by noon, I want to say.
We mosey in sometimes around noon, depending on
yeah, it happens.
What we hit in the morning.
It does happen, even to us experienced.
Yeah.
But you had a frozen lime margarita, did you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love those. It is?
I have to go with the original.
Is it? Yeah. Finally, everyone's been being mean to me lately.
They're all on Team on the Rocks with me.
What's going on with this? I know. They're telling me all about these.
It's not sanctioned by the Geekin, official Geekin.
What's that other flavor they have down there?
They have mango.
Yeah, mango. Yeah. Someone tells me, come on.
The mango, it's like, okay, that's a little too far. I go with the one on the rocks if you're going to go rogue.
Well, I feel like the ice gyps me out of drink. So that's honestly why I go with the frozen. I feel like I get more.
Lasts longer, right? Yeah, lasts
longer. And a ration or margarita.
You can really spend some time with it. They are nice and big, and I'm so glad you had one, Melissa. Thanks for having my back.
No problem. We enjoyed that. We actually discovered the Mexican pavilion when we were there in January.
Okay.
And we have talked nonstop about the tacos de barbacoa that they have there. I mean, it is just so good.
What is that?
It's like a shredded, I think it's like a mixture of pork and beef. Matt looked it up online thinking that he was going to, try to make that at home. And afterward, he told me, he said, you don't want to know what's in that. And I said, okay, do not tell me what is in that because I really, really like it and I want to eat it.
That's why they named it the way it is.
That's great. So these are tacos though, right?
Yes.
With some really yummy stuff in there. Oh, soft
delicious, just sauce, shredded beef, and a little bit of a nice spice to it, and the guac.
I could venture outside of my chips.
Yeah. The food isn't just junk food; it's actually really good.
Yeah,
it really is.
I'm such a nachos guy, though. So, I'm willing to go off the beaten path here.
You'll be there twice within 3 months.
Yeah, so with Melissa's recommendation, I'm willing to go away from my nachos. Well, there's always time for nachos, too.
Yeah, and we'll be back there. It's not like you just go there once during your trip.
I love the way she's got this set up because, what's next, Lindsay, on her itinerary?
Another one of our favorites.
Another one of our favorites, yeah. Right over to Italy to the Tutto Gusto's wine cellar.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. We finally checked that out. That was another first for us.
Oh, okay.
We've never stopped in there. So, we actually intentionally went left this time at, as you enter World Showcase because we've always gone right. Okay. And so by the time you get to about Italy and, Mexico, you're kind of done.
Yeah.
So we definitely intentionally went left this time to give those countries their fair share.
Good job. You did it right. That's the right way is to go left.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of Tutto Gusto's? Was it everything we said it was?
Oh my goodness. The atmosphere is just phenomenal.
Great.
I mean, just top notch the way that they have themed that. It's just beautiful. I wished that we could have just hung out there for hours and hours.
It is that type of place. Yeah. Anything yummy? What'd you have for yummy there?
So we shared the 6 wine flight, which was 3 whites and 3 reds.
Yeah.
And we kind of shared those and sipped those and kind of decided which ones were each of our favorites to be able to finish them off, because they are generous pours. I want to say they were 2 ounces each.
Okay.
So, I mean, fairly generous to be able to easily share between 2 people to get a sense for what you like. I had as a small bite the strawberries and mascarpone cream.
Yeah, what's mascarpone?
Mascarpone, so it's an Italian cheese. Kind of similar to ricotta, but a little bit of a firmer, less grainy texture.
Nice.
And sometimes, depending, I've had it really bad because people didn't know how to use it. But this, of course, was done phenomenally, and it was a really nice creaminess and not quite as sweet as the strawberries were, so it worked really nicely together. And then Matt had gotten there a Gouda. It was a small bite, and it was, it said that it was a Gouda panini, a Gouda cheese panini. We're thinking panini, is warm. So we're thinking like basically it's a fancy adult like grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Right. And Matt is a huge fan of Gouda cheese. So he's like, this is my jam. I'm getting this. And it was hilarious. It was a 1/4 inch slab of Gouda between the cutest, tiniest little baguette that I've ever seen, and it wasn't melted or anything. It was like, oh, it's literally just Gouda and bread. Okay.
That's a good thing you like Gouda.
It was good. He enjoyed it, but it was just not what we were thinking. And it was just really kind of funny to us.
Artistic interpretation of a panini.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you're another culture, another country. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe that's the way the Italians do it.
Yep.
Outstanding.
So the wine flight was really nice. My favorite out of it, I'm a red fan to begin with, was one that was called a Barbera. And I don't have the rest of the details of that wine offhand. I actually took the flight card from there, but I can't find it.
I know. I like how they give you a nice card explaining what it is you're drinking. Yep.
Yeah, and then you spend the next, year trying to find it locally, and you can't.
So we just got to go back.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, what's a peach prosecco?
Prosecco.
What's that? Yeah. Where did you get that?
So that was from the Italy wine store that's like in the Italy pavilion, right along the walkway. We got a glass of that to try. We both enjoy Prosecco. Matt's a huge fan of peaches, so that one intrigued us. So we kind of got that and shared that along our walk around the rest of the country.
You might be stumbling by now. No, you're doing good.
Too bad. There was a lot of moseying time between this. We really did take our time to really kind of take things in and enjoy things.
Awesome. So. The weather was good?
Oh, it was beautiful. Every day was like 80, 85, sunny, like blue skies, rarely clouds. It was just...
That's the thing I take away from all the Facebook photos. You'll see a picture of the castle or somewhere in the resort or whatever, but I look up and you could tell that crystal blue sky is there even in the wintertime. It's painful to watch. That's awesome. Awesome to be there. Now, so you tried Soarin' for the first time.
So Soarin', it wasn't our first time.
Okay.
We have done it before. This was our first time for the new,
Right.
for the refurb.
Yeah.
And the first time that we went, which was on that second day, we now know we got prime seats. We were in the middle bay, top row,
Yep.
like just, and right in the middle of that row.
So just by accident, that's where you got the first time.
Yeah.
Because everybody's telling us that's what you got to request. You gotta
I
hold up.
wonder if it's different from the old video, or if it's the same experience. Because I know we've known that really we enjoy that middle section the best.
Well, Melissa, tell her what happened, because you wrote it a second time and it was a different experience, right?
Yeah. So the second time, the last time that we went to Epcot, we rode it and we ended up in the far left bay. And we actually, the images were warped. Like the top of, let's say, Magic Kingdom Castle actually like curved and went to the right.
Yeah.
And we actually saw like the black spaces in the edging of the screen.
Yeah.
See, that's
When
what
you
I'm
look
wondering.
around and everything. And I don't think that happened as much before they added the third bay.
Okay.
I'm thinking, because that from my understanding, that was part of the refurbishment, is they added a third
Right.
set of
Theaters.
seats.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's what's got me thinking, because, like obviously we've ridden Soarin' in the past 100 times, and I've sitting all over the theaters. But I've heard since they've updated,
Yep.
people are more and more saying you really got to sit in
Yes,
the middle. Like
that's
we've
true.
sitting on the sides, and it's just
So
very
now our listeners know,
different.
request.
So that's something
middle.
I'm gonna test out. But I mean, first time
I'm
obviously
not
we're gonna
gonna.
ask for the middle. But
You can-
I'm gonna be down there though, so I can write it anywhere.
You can report. You can do your recon and report back.
See if it's. I believe it. Those IMAX screens, they can give you a different perspective depending on where you're sitting. So.
So overall, you enjoyed the enhancements?
We did very much. I did miss, I'll be honest with you, I did miss one of the scents.
Oh, don't tell me which one. I'll try to
I'm
guess.
not going to tell you which one.
You don't tell
I'm
me and
gonna
I'll
wait
tell
and
you.
talk to you when you get back.
There you go.
And
There's-
we'll commiserate.
Well, there's two that I really like. There's two that I think of when I think of
Don't
that.
guess yet. We're going to find out.
I'm just saying out loud. She doesn't have to say which one is missing. But I really like. Obviously, people talk about the orange scent,
Yes.
which that's what that one's like. I think that's one that really stands out. But I love that pine scent.
Yes.
Those are my two favorite as well.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like the ocean smell too.
I feel like you imagine the
that's-
ocean smell.
That's infiltrating an awful lot of rides.
Oh, yeah.
Completely honest with you, and I don't like that.
You get enough of the swamp smell from the Splash Mountain and Small World. I don't need no more smell of the water.
I've come to love that smell. It's just it's an acquired taste. I know.
Just moldy water.
Yeah, it's what we always laugh about. All right, so you go back to the resort and you try out the Bay Lake Tower pool. And what'd you think of the pool?
Yeah, we know.
It's uneventful, huh?
It's tiny. It's in the shade by like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a very nice pool. It's great that it's so close, you know, that it's pretty much exclusive to the DVC
Yeah.
building. So it keeps the crowds low.
Right.
But yeah.
It's not themed. No, it's not much themed at all.
It's themed
pretty
with
plain.
basic blue and white Mickey Mouse.
Metal.
Yeah, that's right. That's the theme. Metal.
It's a metal theme. Yeah. All right. Well, you can go over to the contemporary pool too if you prefer that, which is a bigger area.
We had thought about that, but then, you know, the remaining days that we were there, it just time didn't permit for that.
All right.
I mean, the walk over, I mean, even though they have the tower, I have to say, what do they call it? The skywalk?
Yeah.
Sky Bridge.
Connecting the two, which is very nice and very convenient. Like, it's just, there's a lot of traveling, walking between the two and everything. So
It can be a bit of a walk from the end of the Bay Lake Tower, like the hallways, to the middle of the contemporary. It's a bit of a trek.
Well,
and you've got to take an elevator to the right floor.
Well, hey guys, truth be told, tell me what resort doesn't have that.
They're all got long
No,
walks.
it
depending
is
where
a
you are.
huge. But the thing is, it is all inside.
Polynesian
At
now
least.
that they opened up the Oasis pool.
Ah, okay. Well, we're going to get there.
We'll get there.
That's a good point. All right. Artist Point for dinner.
Yes.
A signature dinner place over at the Wilderness Lodge.
I love the Artist Point.
I think
I really
that's
wanna
one of
go
your
back
favorite
there.
ones, right, Lindsay?
is.
I don't know why. It's a meat
so
eaters.
relaxing though.
Yeah. Okay. That's true.
They get.
It is the
They
lodge.
get big points for atmosphere. For me.
Yeah. Good point. So
It really is. It's just lovely. I mean, a huge fan of that restaurant.
were you on the dining plan?
I'm sorry, what?
Were you on the dining plan?
We were.
Okay, because I noticed, you mentioned one dining credit for this.
Yeah,
Which is amazing.
I was very shocked because that's a signature
Yeah,
restaurant.
Wow.
And
Great
whenever I checked the dining plan points, it showed it as a 2-point restaurant. And when our waiter came, he said, you're on the dining plan. I said, yes. And he said, okay, well, it's just one dining credit per person, and it includes, this, and this. He's like, unless you get, and there was just this one particular entree that was just, I forget what it was. It was a very, very high-end
steak.
meat.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't like, because I got the
Bison?
filet mignon. No. I forget. I'll have to look on their menu to remember what it was. And I think it was because it was really like a tasting meal. Like, so it included it was almost kind of like a chef's plate.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Several courses.
Different
So anyway,
things.
Yeah,
that was the only meal that would have counted as a 2 point. So I thought that was just
outstanding.
That's phenomenal.
Outstanding, awesome,
Wow.
especially for how high quality the food was.
And what did you have?
So I got we started off with the artisanal board.
Yes.
Which was fantastic to just kind of snack on and try the different cheeses, with the wines that we had.
Sense of theme here.
Yes. Big wine lovers.
Good job.
So we started off with that, and then I got the filet mignon.
Yes, I like that.
Which was just...
You had that there.
I did too, yeah.
I mean... Matt picks on me because I'm like the biggest carnivore ever when we go to Disney. There's just something about their beef.
It is. I know. I was
fantastic.
They're not buying the cheap stuff.
Well, you know what the thing is, Melissa, I think about too is I'd love to be the beef salesman at Disney World. Because, right, that guy is selling a lot of beef, but it's so tender and wonderful.
It's just
the
always
meat
perfect.
The meat they get there, no matter, it seems like wherever I go, I think is fantastic. And I don't eat a lot of beef at home, so I am like that too. I eat a lot of chicken and pork at home. So I go big beef, and that's yummy, good stuff.
So that was just fantastic. And Matt got the cedar plank salmon, and he really, really liked that. He said it was just perfectly cooked, flaky the way that it's supposed to be. It had great flavor. He was really, really happy with that.
Nice.
Which was nice. I couldn't try that because I'm actually allergic to salmon. So
Oh
no!
I couldn't kiss him for a little bit after.
There you go.
To be on the safe side.
Mom likes the salmon, so
Yeah, I think that's what she had last time. She was
so.
there.
I think you're right. Well, great job on a 1 dining credit. Good choice there. And I see you went over back to your home resort. Well, for that night.
Temporary, yes.
And you tried the top of the world for the first time, the lounge up at the top of Bay Lake Tower.
We did. So that was honestly a really nice benefit of staying at Bay Lake Tower is because it's right there.
Right.
You didn't have to travel to it. And,
I agree.
They make you feel really, really special because you have to, be escorted to the elevator with a special key to get up there.
You got to show your DVC card too, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, they make you feel really special with that. And, it was our first experience there. Beautiful beautiful lounge. It was jam-packed. When we got there, there were no seats inside. So we grabbed our drinks and just actually went outside to, relax and enjoy the views while we were waiting for Wishes to start. So that was nice.
So did you get spoiled by watching Wishes from up there?
Unbelievably spoiled. I mean, it is really an ideal view.
Yeah.
To be able to take in the entire show. And not only that, but I mean, they pipe in the music, so you're not missing any of that. The thing that I found most interesting is when you're in the park and you're watching the fireworks, you have this impression that the fireworks are being set off like right there, right behind the castle. And when you're watching them from top of the world, you realize they're actually a pretty fair distance from the actual, the castle and the park,
right?
Which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like, they're like the next town.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I know. Awesome.
Yeah,
And then
so that was awesome. And I mean, you can't really get much better than the fact of after the fireworks, I mean, you just take an elevator down a few floors.
I think that's like my favorite part.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I find it hard too. If you had a long day, if you had to truck off and get there, it's kind of a tough thing. But to be there and then just go down to your room is pretty special.
It's kind of a smack in the face when you're watching Wishes and you're like, oh, this was so great. And you turn around, there's just a horde of people. You're like, oh no, it'd take me 2 hours to get home.
Yep.
Not at the Bay Lake.
I know. Good stuff. All right. So next day is day 3, a little bit of Magic Kingdom. Now, something you did here, I don't know if I even know about this, early morning magic hours that you paid a special ticket for?
Yes. So it's a special ticketed event. And honestly, I just happened across it. I had never heard anything about it until I was on the Disney website for something. And all of a sudden, I ran across this and I'm like, what is this? So it's a ticketed paid event. Starts at 7:45 in the morning until 10 o'clock in the morning. And it includes what it is. It's focused on Fantasyland, and you get exclusive access to the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Peter Pan's Flight.
Okay.
With this, before anybody else, it's roped off. You have your special. It's very similar. You get this special band that you have to show, kind of similar to like the Halloween party and the Christmas party.
Yeah.
And on top of that, there is a buffet breakfast at Pinocchio Village House.
Oh.
Wow. So how much was that, Melissa?
That was $69 a person, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, $69 per adult.
Yeah.
And I mean, the buffet breakfast was really nice. I wasn't sure what to expect. I mean, it's no Crystal Palace breakfast.
Yeah.
But I mean, it had fruit, meats, cheeses. It had all the fresh baked pastries. It had, scrambled eggs a couple of different ways. It had, there was frittatas, bacon, sausage, home fries.
So you recommend this?
Oh my gosh, yes.
This worked out, yeah. And you had never been on Pooh or Peter Pan before?
No, we pretty much avoid Fantasyland like the plague.
So did you enjoy Fantasyland then all to yourself?
It was awesome.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
I mean, to experience walking down Main Street, honestly, you really were essentially by yourself.
Lindsay and I have been talking.
Tickets.
We were talking about something we could do special for moms. She would really enjoy this.
I don't know if they're offering that
I don't know.
going forward, because I know that this was news to me. I didn't know they were doing this, but I do know that they started doing the special evening tickets, which are $120. But that, I think that's open till like 3 a.m. You can stay in the park.
But an early morning thing like this with breakfast, I think she'd go for this.
Yeah, I wonder if they still have it.
I can send you the link. Right now on their calendar, they're doing it every Tuesday through March 7th.
Oh, too late.
Yeah, you never know.
we're there.
They extend things.
But
They
they
could
can
extend
extend them because I think they only go 3 months out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean it's ending. Yeah.
That is
Right.
different from the evening tickets.
That'd be a
though,
nice
they're doing
Tuesday
those.
thing to do. All right. So did you get a head start on some of the other Magic Kingdom stuff too?
Yeah. So Winnie the Pooh and Peter Pan were our first times ever doing that. That was a lot of fun to finally experience those and see what everybody was talking about. And then because we were already like right in the park and not even having to do the whole walking down Main Street thing, we hopped right over to Adventureland and Frontierland, and we walked right on to Pirates, Splash Mountain, Big Thunder, and then we hopped over to Tomorrowland and did the People Mover, which was a first time.
Oh, what did you think of the People Mover? I know this used to be in her intro, and that she never. So we always rave about that.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, right.
It's really neat to kind of see the rides, you know,
Yeah.
the backside of a lot of the rides. And it's just kind of like a nice
Chill.
escape.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's a good way to collect yourself.
You know, we love it.
And you're in your own cart with your own space. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's true.
Now I want to hop over to Animal Kingdom because you went over to Animal Kingdom and you had some good animal trail walking.
We did. So all of the animal trails were back open again. They were actually closed when we were there in January.
Oh.
And the gorillas were very active.
Oh, good.
Those
Both
youngsters.
juveniles
Yeah.
and adults.
Yeah.
And the juveniles were hilarious.
I know. You can just watch them forever. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad you got a good.
Sometimes they hide.
Yeah,
even if
you don't always get-
it's open, they still.
When they're horsing around, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, we watched them for, probably a good 20 minutes,
Yeah.
half hour.
And then the meerkats are fun too, right?
I love them.
Aren't they cute?
Oh my gosh.
They are hilarious and one of Matt's favorite animals. So we really enjoyed how active they were. And what was really nice is one of the caretakers for the meerkats was actually down in the habitat, but like close enough to the wall, if you will, that we were able to talk and ask her questions, and she was really fantastic. She was so happy to like share stories and answer our questions, and everything was really nice.
What'd you learn about the meerkats?
So we had asked. We noticed that one of them was kind of standing up on the top of the knoll
Yeah.
and what appeared to be like watching everything. And we had asked, like, is he the, the top
scout.
guy? Like, is he the security guard? Like, what's going on? And she said, no, that is their natural instinct, that actually they all rotate and take turns to watch, and their job is to watch for predators. And if they feel that a predator is, approaching, they give out this little chatter and everybody goes scurrying into the holes. And we actually got to witness both the little communication where they all scurried down into the holes, and then also them switching guard.
Oh, it's so good.
That's good. It's great to take time to really talk to the cast member and to learn a little bit. And like you said, you actually were there to witness some of those behaviors that they are showing, which is weird because they're not in the wild, but they're displaying the same characteristics.
I think they try to make it as natural as you can. Like she was saying how the holes that they dig, we had asked, they're like, do they ever have cave-ins, to where they get trapped? And she said, well, actually it can happen. We're constantly watching the holes. She's like, we actually just had to go and break down the holes and fill them all in this past weekend and bring in new dirt. And she said already within 3 days, you can see how many holes and burrows they've already made. She's like, so we're constantly battling that.
I really love that exhibit because I feel like most of the time when I go visit there's a cast member either in the area or actually in the exhibit.
They are good. The gorillas there too.
is so
There's
great
always great cast members.
Oh, yeah.
telling you everything about
It's really
them.
cool when they're actually in the exhibit, though.
They tell you about what they're up to and their life story. So it's awesome.
And they usually make a little bit of a show when they feed them. I've seen them feeding the meerkats. They have these long tongs,
Lindsay.
and they hand it to them each, and they take it.
Oh, that is so cute. Did you get to see them feed?
No, we
yeah.
didn't.
Too bad. Yeah, so you got something to
it's
look
so
forward
great
to.
because they all kind of cluster around,
Yeah.
and one bravely comes forward and takes from the tongs.
I know it.
It's so funny.
Awesome. All right. Speaking about eating, you went over to the Yak and Yeti for the first time, right?
Another one of my favorites.
For dinner.
Yes, it was good. So, I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not a gigantic fan of Animal Kingdom. I just find it to be always super crowded and really, really loud. And it gets to me quickly. But Matt really likes it for the animal trails. And I have to say, I really have fallen in love with that myself, that aspect of it.
Yeah.
And actually, I realized I forgot to put on here, we did go on Everest. And we both love Everest.
Oh, good.
Me too.
Have you ever done the Rafiki's Planet Watch?
We did. When we went in November 2014.
Okay. Yeah.
We
'cause
went.
that's
Changed.
no, it's a spot people forget because if you like the animal stuff.
They have a petting zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
So Yak and Yeti was good?
Yep. Yeah, it was very good. You know, the wait staff was really, really great. We were kind of pains in the tuchuses and asked to get our table moved because initially they sat us at a 2-person table, which are very, very small, and it was next to like a party of 10 with a lot of really small kids.
I understand.
And by that point, we needed at least a little bit more space. So we did get our table moved, and they were really, really nice about it and everything. So they were very accommodating. The one odd thing I found, this happened both at Yak and Yeti and at Tutto Gusto. Tutto Gusto, of course, doesn't take reservations, but they said it was going to be like a 20-minute wait before we could get in there. And as we were standing there waiting, the woman came over to us and was like, "Oh, never mind, we can get you in like within 5 minutes. We just have to wipe down the table." Said, "Oh, okay, great." When we walked in, we noticed that only about a quarter of the tables were full. And similar at Yak and Yeti, we had an advanced dining reservation, and we still waited a good 20 minutes
Yeah.
in the very small, tight, cramped
Right.
lobby. And once we got seated, like
It's like half
at
empty.
least in the section that we were in, it was like half empty. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it could have something to do with the software they're using to arrange the tables with the reservations.
Yeah, I don't know.
And if someone doesn't mark something,
Yeah, I can say we've probably
It
experienced
might.
this.
it's probably juggling
Too.
the reservations with the
I know.
tables and what's
Yeah.
available. And
Yeah, I
they're
kind of
just not
figured
ready.
it had something to do with that because I noticed that the hostess was doing a lot of tapping.
yeah, they usually are when
On
you
a
when
screen.
there's
Yeah,
always
right.
there's always
Something's
someone
going
walking
on.
around like hitting an iPad frantically. It's probably not easy to keep up with.
God only
But I
knows.
just found that a little odd. I was like, geez, you made us all wait out there and you got all these tables.
Yeah, something else is going on.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm really excited to hear about your move over to the Polynesian DVC
Yes,
because I know you did adore it, and it is your home resort, right?
it is.
And
So, day 4, Wednesday, we switched over to the Polynesian in the morning. We packed up our bags for Bay Lake, brought those to the bell service, and got those all identified to get switched over to the Polynesian. Went over to the Polynesian, and we kicked off the day with breakfast reservation at Kona Cafe.
very good.
Yes. To get our Tonga toast. I got the Tonga toast, I should say.
That is the
Matt
toast
got-
of the restaurant,
It's another gem.
right?
It is so good.
Another favorite from fans. That's a big
French
double
toast.
layer,
Yeah.
like Texas French toast that's then
Bananas.
battered and fried and coated in cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah.
And honestly,
So good for you.
You can get the Tonga toast at Captain Cook's, which is the quick service,
Right.
and it's the same exact thing. The only difference between getting it at the Kona Cafe versus Captain Cook's is at Kona Cafe, you also get like a strawberry compote to pour over it.
Oh, okay.
Versus, when you get it at Captain Cook's, your option is to eat it as is or syrup.
Right. Now, when did you get in your room over at the Poly?
So we did our manual check-in right before our breakfast, and we were able to get our room assigned and everything. We just had to wait for it to be cleaned. And we got the text message for our room probably around between noon and 1 o'clock, I want to say.
That's
Nice.
good.
That's pretty good for a
Yeah.
So you kind of chilling at the resort. Do you remember which building it was?
It's funny that you say that. I was just trying to remember
Nobody
what,
They
can
have
remember.
interesting
what the
names.
name of it was. So give me a second. I will have that in a moment.
I'm going to Google it.
I will remember. So here we go. We were in Tokelau.
Yes. And which one? What ours is?
It's got
start
an
with
apostrophe
an M,
in
right?
it. Yeah.
So Moria is
Moria,
the one that we
yeah.
were in the first time, and that one has the waterfront, the lakefront.
Yes.
That's where we were.
Yep.
Yes, yours is like
Right
going the
before
opposite
that.
direction. It's going. They make like a T out of the Moria.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So we were in the Tokelau. So the upside of Tokelau is that, especially the room that we were in, we were on the second floor. We overlooked the entrance to the Oasis pool, which is the quiet pool.
It's a new pool too, right?
It is
Recently finished.
that.
Refurb.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I have to say, Tokelau, it was really nice. Again, the end of the building that we were on, we were an end unit on the second floor. So like walked out of our door and the stairs to access the resort was right there. And then, within 500 steps, we had the entrance to the Oasis pool. We had the sidewalk that took you right to the buses, and then if you hung a left, you could walk over to the transportation center. It was just really well placed, I have to say, for that. The one drawback is it does not have a washer dryer in that building, whereas Moria has the laundry room for the DVC members. So we would have still had access to that, but we would have had to go over to that building. That was, I would say, the only drawback to that building.
But you were telling me the new Oasis pool has a nice bar, but they got the drink station there too, right?
Yes. So it has a bar, but it also has a quick service restaurant
Oh, wow.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
and drink service.
What
If
what can you get at the quick service?
So at the quick service, it had similar. It basically had the lunch menu, very similar to Captain Cook's.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome.
Cool.
Which was really nice. And because we were on the dining plan, we had the rapid refill mugs. They had, the whole drink station right there. So we were able to fill our mugs there. And in the morning, they open up the drink station at 7:00 in the morning.
Nice.
So we could just go right there for our coffee instead of having to do the hike to Captain Cook's, which was really, really nice.
Would Captain Cook's be up and open a little bit earlier?
Captain Cook's might be open up
Yeah.
a little bit earlier.
trying to remember. I remember
I'm never up before 7.
Yeah, Dad likes his watch.
I am, like when I went over to Animal Kingdom, I was, the workers would be in there. I'd be like the first one in when they're opening up the door.
I know. You're that guest that Mosey's in right when they open the door.
I know. I can't break out of my work time waking up in the morning. It's just hard. Even on my vacation right now, and I'm having a hard time with it. But
only got 2 more
so,
days.
Melissa, are you going to tell me your DVC resort is better than mine?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
I think we agreed though.
There's just no question. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't feel cheated at all. Believe me, and especially when we can go stay there too. And and we're going to be staying at the Grand Floridian for the first time in March, and so it doesn't matter. I love all three of those resorts. We got to stay at the Wilderness Lodge though. That's going to be. I think that's my next one.
That's the next one that I really want to stay at. That and Boardwalk.
Okay.
Really, the Boardwalk mainly just because of its proximity to Epcot.
Yeah.
I do the beach club.
Oh wow. Yes, I love the Polynesian.
Yeah.
So
it was fantastic.
Okay.
So yeah, we spent we actually prepared and like grabbed our bathing suits and threw those in our bags when we had checked out of Bay Lake Tower. And so after breakfast, we just immediately went to the lava pool and hung out for the morning and the early afternoon. And then once our room was ready, we got ready, and then we headed over to Hollywood Studios.
yeah, I see you had a nice dinner over there.
We did.
Another one of our
50's
favorites.
Prime time, which is just always fun.
Yeah.
And good food, and I got the pot roast, which is just my jam. I love that. And it was good as always. Got for the first time the peanut butter jelly milkshake,
Very good.
and that is just awesome.
Famous.
And then because we were on the dining plan, we got the desserts, and we were stuffed. And they very kindly did our desserts to go. I got the pineapple upside down cake. I forget what Matt got, but it was a similar cake.
Did you eat all your veggies?
We did.
Oh, good.
I got the clean plate sticker.
Oh,
That's good.
Marianne was our waitress, and she was so good. She was funny.
yeah.
She was on point. She was fast, I've got to say as well. And she reminded me of somebody's grandma. She was really funny. You could tell she really enjoys her job.
You know
They
what?
have really good service at the prime time.
It is. You know what? That's a great place to just reiterate. Working those jobs is hard on your feet, and
The guests
working with the
can-
public, the guests, I'm sure, can be not nice.
A challenge.
Yeah, challenging, right?
Yeah.
But to be in a great mood and also play a part, I think that's quite commendable. Is I guess the best I can come up with.
They're pretty speedy there too. I have
Yeah.
to say.
They run around like
turn
nuts.
things around.
They do. They go and they're singing and
And how do they
carrying
do it?
on
Either
and
because that's not an easy place to
chatting.
maneuver.
They're
either.
authentic. They're
Yeah.
authentically having fun with the guests. I think so.
I agree.
I think it's awesome. All right, I'm gonna keep moving. 5. Let's see, day 5 over to the.
Hold on, I just have to
Oh,
look at this one note about their Tower of Terror.
Yeah. I was going to say there are 2 things that we still have to address about Hollywood Studios.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Lindsay.
I love your note about Tower of Terror because we wrote it after you went to prime time.
Yes.
And that your desserts survived the Tower of Terror.
Yes. So
Yeah.
they've randomized the ride, for some time now, but they've added in more sequences from my understanding. And this ride always, scares me. But
Good.
this particular ride, the sequence that we had, it went down first, which has never happened to me. It's always, every time I've ever ridden it, it shoots you up first, and then you do the kind of the up and down.
Yeah.
And this took us down first, and it shot us up like a rocket. I mean, I had the fright scared out of me.
Oh man, that's good.
It was the most scariest ride ever. And I mean, even Matt was like, oh my God.
Knocked the wind out of you.
Yeah, it really did. And, the whole time I've got, our to-go desserts between my legs. And I'm
They're
just
flying up over
oh my
her
God.
head.
And I'm just imagining them to be these, just disasters in the cases. They looked perfect.
Oh, good. They
Not even
survived.
the
They're
whipped
designed
cream
to-
was disturbed.
Oh, nice.
Which then made me just go, what is this whipped cream made out of? But I mean, it was impressive.
It's designed to survive the Tower of Terror.
That's great.
And I do have one question that I'm putting out to the geeking community. So when we rode Rock and Roller Coaster earlier in the day, we can't figure out if it's because we were in the last car of the roller coaster, which we've never been in the last car, or not. The question is, have they slowed down the roller coaster? Because it felt a lot slower to us.
No, what I was going to ask you, where did you sit? Because I know that makes a huge difference in the riding experience for that, right? At least for me. I know when I sit in the front, I usually ask for the front, and I'll wait for it. Not because I'm like, I don't want to be behind anyone, but because literally I can't breathe in the back of the roller coaster because of the way, especially the launch. It pushes down your chest so hard when you're sitting in the back. Maybe that's something that you were experiencing when you were riding in the back, because I feel like you just get more G-force and you get it for a longer time, and maybe that makes it feel like it's going slower because it's more of a nightmare. But the front is that's what I would usually recommend.
So you were in the back?
Everyone.
We were in the back, and normally we're towards the front of the roller coaster whenever we've ridden it in the past. So that's why we were like, was it because we were in the back?
I think so.
Slower?
We can put that
Or
question
did they
out
really
there.
slow this down because everybody's getting wimpy?
I'm sure we got an opinion out there that will.
Yeah, that's what I would say, but I'd love to hear other people's
Good one.
opinion. But
We've got plenty. It's funny when we ever ask a question on the Facebook, like within minutes,
20 people.
you get answers like right away. Even the most technical of questions, or whether it's an opinion or whatever, it's so hysterical how quickly people respond. So we will find out their opinion on that. All right, now can we go to the boardwalk, Epcot, and Magic Kingdom all on the same day?
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
So you did the boardwalk, but you were a little early to catch a whole lot of the other, like Ample Hill Creamery or Abracadabra. That makes sense. Those probably open up later.
Yeah. We went over there mid-morning or so, and the main reason we had gone over is I wanted to see the gingerbread houses that were there, because this year I heard they had done something different there, where they had tasked challenged, I should say, all of their chefs for that resort to do individual, like normal size gingerbread houses instead of like an enormous elaborate one. And so I wanted to see those, and they were fantastic, did not disappoint. But unfortunately, the downside was a lot of the other stuff that we would have tried wasn't open yet, like Ample Hill and Abracadabra.
But I like how you've highlighted a lot of the new things, and I can tell you definitely are a podcast listener, because you are trying stuff that we have talked about.
Yeah.
Like starting with Epcot, you did Norway.
Yes. Yep. So we had decided, because, to make it worthwhile for having trekked all the way over to the boardwalk, that we'd hit and spend some time at Epcot. So we stopped at Norway and got school bread for the first time. And wow, that is so good.
I'm so glad you like the stuff that we've recommended.
Oh my goodness. That was another one where I was like, this would be so good at breakfast with coffee.
Yes, absolutely. I know. And it's funny, that's the only place you can get it.
Yeah.
No.
I love those things that you can only get in one place, but I know I agree. I love that kind of thing for breakfast.
Yeah, that was really, really good. And then in Morocco, we had actually found this the last time we were there. We got the kefta pockets, which are basically like a lamb that's served with bread, and it comes with like tabbouleh and all this, different little sauces, olive salad and stuff, and you can kind of make your own taco, for the lack of a better word.
At this time, let me remind Lindsay and the listeners that Melissa's a tiny little thing.
She's putting it away.
She's really. I got probably 100. I got 150 pounds on her.
Yeah.
And she puts it away. This is great.
Yeah. So those we sat and enjoyed those. And I forgot to put on here, I got the honey and chocolate baklava.
Yes.
Which was a special that apparently they only have during the Christmas season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boy, Mom would like that.
That was so good.
Yeah.
I've had really good baklava. I've had really bad baklava. I've never been too wild or crazy about it. But this was really, really good. So that was tasty and enjoyable. And then Germany, we stopped and Matt got a brat and sauerkraut.
Okay. I was going to say.
So that was more so Matt. I did try some of the sauerkraut because I love sauerkraut.
Yeah.
That's too.
I'm Polish descent.
Yeah.
So
I like
love
that.
that stuff.
Me too.
And
I'm with you.
yeah, it was really, really good.
Good snacking around the World Showcase.
Absolutely.
And it's not even food and wine.
Yeah.
You can do it. And I think you fell in love with the Oasis pool because you went back to hang out there, right?
We did. The Oasis pool, both the pools at the Polynesian are great. The lava pool, of course, is bigger.
Right.
Busier, and because of the slide, and the theming of that, it's loaded with kids.
Right.
Whereas the Oasis pool is smaller, and it's really kind of supposed to be the quiet pool, quote unquote.
Right.
And it's not really, it doesn't have any really super special features other than the cabanas.
Yeah, but I think it's very relaxing and.
No, oh, absolutely. Plus, it has the bar and the quick service, which is really nice. So yeah, we went back there. We really, really like that pool.
I love it. And was this the first time you tried Trader Sam's?
No, so we were able to enjoy Trader Sam's last time as well, and so we knew that we were going to definitely want to go back.
Okay.
The trick, though, that we had heard, so last time a lot of word was still getting out about Trader Sam's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we were able to just pretty much walk in every time that we ventured there in January. Whereas since then, it has a reputation and it's sought after, and lines and the wait list can get pretty extensive.
Right.
From what I've heard. So we knew it opened at 4, so we happened by there at about 4:15, and one of the cast members just got there and was standing outside of the door starting the wait list.
Yeah.
And so we ended up second on the list. So that's a tip and trick for anybody who's interested in trying to go there and not have to wait a really long time. Get there about 4:15 to get your name in.
It's the only way we've done it before, so I don't know any other way.
Mm-hmm. We don't like to wait.
Yeah. No.
Good. Now, you did Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, too?
Yes.
Wow.
Did you enjoy that?
We did.
Good.
So we did that when we went in November of 2014.
Oh, okay.
It was I think we went to the first Christmas party that they were doing at that time. So it had, Magic Kingdom was somewhat decorated for Christmas, but the Christmas tree in Town Square wasn't up, and a lot of the other decorations were
okay.
up. So this was the first time we've experienced the Christmas party, again, in full Christmas regal, which was nice. And, the tip that I've learned from the last Christmas party and now with the early morning magic hours, I'm pretty much spoiled at this point. If it's not a special limited, limited access ticket, I don't know that I can do Magic Kingdom any other way anymore. Because I've just gotten really kind of used to being able to walk on rides.
So it wasn't that crowded?
No. So, I felt that there were a lot more people there than what I remember from the Christmas party a couple of years ago.
However, we still walked right onto Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, the Jingle Cruise. I think we maybe waited in line 5 minutes.
Oh, good.
I can't remember if we did Pirates again or not. I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did Pirates again.
Yeah, it should be that way.
well.
I know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Those characters, the special characters they bring out, those really draw the crowds in.
Okay.
So,
But they definitely get some crowds in there, because I thought I read some people a little bit upset it was more crowded than they thought.
they're probably selling more tickets than they
Yeah.
used to.
I was going to say, I think they've increased tickets.
Okay.
But it was still, compared to
Yeah.
normal holiday access.
Good. Yeah. Now, I know another favorite you tried at Columbia Harbor House.
Yes, the lobster roll. So I knew about Columbia Harbor House, but I had always stuck to the sandwiches. After hearing you go on about lobster rolls, I'm a huge fan of lobster. I'm like, gotta try this. Gotta try it.
Yeah.
So Matt and I actually both got them.
That's a lot of lobster.
Oh my God.
I know.
He was astonished. Both of us were astonished at how much lobster meat
Yeah.
there was. And like claw meat.
Yeah.
Not, just, little bits and and scraps. I mean, it's really good, high quality lobster meat.
I know, because I can remember going up to Maine. Of course, we live in New England, so we're used to having a lobster roll, different places, even in Connecticut. But I went up to Maine. I went to a real tourist trap. I mean, I got this like hot dog roll with hardly any lobster meat. And down there, here you're in Florida,
They got
and they must fly these Maine lobsters down there because it was spot on. Really, they're always really good.
Yeah. And I mean, Matt, he was just like, they've got to have the market on lobster for how much they're putting in these. And, it's not easy to get lobster meat. And that's why it's so expensive. And he's like, for $13?
I know.
Are you kidding me?
The chips, and you got your chips there too.
We did get the chips there, and they were good, but they did not compare to
They weren't.
No, they're not. I know.
Chips.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
I'm
The resort
sorry.
ones are different than
The resort ones have the flavoring on them.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and the Columbia Harbor House, I forget if they were just salted, or I felt like they might have had a little bit of maybe like Old Bay seasoning on them.
Oh, I know they're they're definitely not as good as.
But you're not
Even
one to
contemporary.
turn down a chip, though.
No, they're still good. I eat mom's chips.
Yeah, I usually I get chips by accident, and
Yeah, I'll
you
eat
get
them.
extra chips.
All right, excellent. Any other highlights from?
Well, this year they added in the extra snack stations, which was kind of fun because each different snack station had featured different desserts, and they added some extras, which that was really nice. We really enjoyed the eggnog and molasses cookie stop.
So, hey, Melissa, I might as well promote the Poo to Tigger 4 that we're going to do challenge. Are you ready to?
I need
Good
that.
luck,
You ready to
everyone.
lose weight with me?
I am. I am.
We're gonna have, I'm gonna start. I'm putting on a few pounds during this Christmas break, and mid-January we'll start with our group that we have.
Yeah,
a special
right when you
Facebook
get back
group.
from Disney.
After I come back from Disney, we're not gonna start.
Yeah.
You guys can start early if you want, but I'm gonna get in high gear after I come back from Disney. I'm
I've
just
got
teasing
detox.
Melissa. She's tiny, believe me.
No, I've got a detox at this point because,
She's feeling it. She's feeling those eggnog cookies.
oh my gosh, between the wedding and then a
Yeah.
week in Disney and
Yeah.
then Christmas,
I know. I hear you.
it's been brutal.
All right, so let's go into the last couple days here.
Yep.
Disney Springs. What did you think of Disney Springs?
So Disney Springs was cool. We had planned on visiting there. We changed our plans a little bit, actually, based on a post from Chris. She and her family were down there for a few of the days that we were down there. And she had posted saying that Disney Springs, like the nighttime atmosphere was a little non-Disney. So based on that feedback, we kind of switched it up a little bit and went to Disney Springs early in the morning.
Oh, okay.
And we figured we'll be able to experience it, low crowds, really kind of take our time and enjoy it.
Right.
And at least, hopefully have a good experience with
I think that's what I want to do too. I don't want to go. The height of the evening hours can be really chaotic down
Yes.
Yeah, I highly recommend that. So we went to Sprinkles, which is the cupcake place. And I got the cupcake ice cream, which is basically they take a cupcake and cut it in half and put the bottom in the cup and then put a scoop of ice cream and then put the top of the cupcake back on it.
That sounds good.
Which is just like two awesome things to combine.
My favorite kind of ice cream, vanilla bean.
Yeah, it was really good. The cupcake was very good. Personally, for me, not enough frosting. I'm a big frosting fan. And the ice cream that they have there, I'm not sure who makes it for them, but it's very high quality. So I purposely got the vanilla bean because I like that flavor, but a lot of times people will pass off vanilla bean and it's really just kind of like ho-hum ice cream.
Yeah.
But this had that really great, rich, like vanilla bean flavor and color to it as well. You could tell it was a yolky ice cream. So that was nice.
Awesome.
And then we had advanced dining reservations for Art Smith's homecoming actually for the next day.
Yeah.
And as we were walking around in the shops and everything, we happened upon Art Smith's homecoming, and it was right around the time that they opened up at 11 in the morning. And it was right at 11, maybe a few minutes after. And I said, hey, do you want to try and see if they can maybe just
get us in
now, and then we don't have to try to come back down here again tomorrow.
Right.
And, Matt was like, yeah, sure. Walked in. They sat us right down.
Nice.
There was only like 2 other people, I think, in the entire restaurant, which I was amazed by because, when you try to get reservations on the Disney website, it's just nothing's available. So that was surprising to us. So glad that we went there.
Yeah.
That, I have to say, is probably one of my new favorite restaurants, like that and Raglan Road for Disney Springs.
Wow. We've heard of this one too.
It was, the atmosphere, the restaurant is just great and relaxing and
cool.
Homey. The wait staff is so nice.
What's the menu
really
there?
Just really friendly. Southern comfort food.
Right.
So I'm a huge deviled eggs fan.
I am too.
But I'm
Me
very
too.
picky.
I am too. That's funny you say that. Yeah.
I'm a Hellman's girl. I'm not a fan of Miracle Whip. So I was interested to try the deviled eggs. They are so good.
Oh, wow.
They did not disappoint from all of the hype that I've been hearing over the months. Really, really good. I liked the way that they come in this little like ceramic egg crate, which was just adorable. And instead of like what I'm used to is cutting the egg in half lengthwise, they actually just slice off the top of the egg and then somehow scoop out the yolk and then refill it in. So that was an interesting take on it. And then they put like an onion jam on top of it a fried piece of okra, and it had like a little bit of heat and spice to it. It was really nice.
I could embarrass myself eating those things.
Oh my gosh, I could eat like 13 eggs.
I know it. Probably not the healthiest
Get a
thing,
whole
right?
dozen eggs.
I know it. I do love those. When you're at a party and they put those out, like
Yeah, he's gonna suck them down.
No, I'm right there with you.
good stuff. Good chicken, right?
Oh my gosh. So I have to preface this by I got the fried chicken because I thought, what better place to get fried chicken than a restaurant that is, supposed to be the essence of Southern food, right? Mm-hmm. I do not like chicken on the bone. I just don't like it. Yeah. It freaks me out. But I got it anyway because I'm like, I have to at least try the breading, right? The best fried chicken I have ever had in my life.
Wow.
I would get it every day if I could.
Wow.
Nice.
The moistest, flavorful, like not just the breading had a great, texture and flavor to it. It was, had a little bit of a salty crunch, but it's also lightly coated in his homemade hot sauce.
Oh, wow.
Which added a nice little piece of heat to it. But the chicken itself, you can tell it really is, soaked in buttermilk for probably days before it's cooked. And it was the meatiest piece of chicken on the bone I have ever had in my life. I don't think I actually ever encountered the bone. I felt like I had an entire chicken breast. It was fantastic. So I know that there's been people that have said, nope, can't do it. If it's on the bone, give it a try.
Wow.
You won't regret it.
What a fantastic review of that restaurant, Melissa. Yeah. Thank you so much. And did you have any dessert there? You have room for dessert?
We did. So we got it to go.
Okay.
Because, again, we were on the dining plan, so it's included. So I'm not going to throw that away. So I got the hummingbird cake to go, and Matt got the pecan pie to go. The hummingbird cake is another one that has been touted, talked about. I've had hummingbird cake from Magnolia Bakery in New York City. This blew it away.
Wow.
It was fantastic. Even later that night, it was actually probably even better. I was in my pajamas in our room.
Oh, nice.
It was just the best thing I've ever had. I will be dreaming about that and trying to figure out a way to ship it up here.
We've heard that one before, and we've warned no hummingbirds were hurt in the process.
No hummingbirds were hurt.
Wow. So what else? You got Epcot. You did the Frozen for the first time?
Yes. So there was a space and time. We did end up going back to the resort in between that to relax a little bit. No pool time, but, balcony lanai time.
Yeah.
And then we went back over to Epcot, mainly for the Candlelight Processional later that night.
Yeah.
But we also had Fast Pass for Frozen.
Good job.
So we were able to get that done. It was, I don't want to say too much because I know you guys haven't ridden it yet.
Yeah.
But it was breathtaking as far as the animatronics.
Oh, good.
Surreal a bit for me because I've ridden Maelstrom, so there's still quite a bit of an essence of that.
Right. Yeah.
So it was a little weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, this is supposed to be this, not this. And we were caught off guard by PhotoPass, and our picture is hilarious.
Oh, good.
Because of that. You can tell we were really into examining the ride.
Well,
I feel like we're going to have the same results with our picture.
It was just we weren't expecting it. I had no idea there was one. I hadn't heard anything about that. And when I looked at our picture, I was just like, that's really funny.
Oh, good. You have to give that to us for the posting on the Facebook group.
You have to share that with us.
I will.
I remember this picture though that you did share with from France, the ice cream martini. I remember seeing that going, wow, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Jen Galambus. Thank you. I'm on my knees. Thank you for recommending that.
It's big too, right?
Yeah, so it's 2 scoops of ice cream, your choice.
Yeah.
So you can have 2 of the same, 2 different ones. I opted for 2 different ones. I did caramel and chocolate.
Wow.
And you can choose between either Grand Marnier, rum, I think, was the other choice, and vodka. And I opted for the vodka because that's my jam. And it was Pinnacle whipped vodka, which, like, how much better can you get than that?
Oh, nice.
And it was, I have to say, they were very, very generous with the vodka as well. I was like, she kept on pouring, and I was just like, whoa, she's still pouring.
It's like a dessert. Big meal.
Yeah, it was really, really phenomenal. The best, probably, thing of the night there.
Oh, good one. And now, so you really went over there for that candlelight processional, right? Was it awesome?
Wait.
Oh, Lynn's got something.
I wanted to ask about Via Napoli.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because it's just, I saw that on your list, and my dad and I were talking about with my mom about what we were going to eat when we were there the Monday before.
Yeah.
When we were down there in January, and my dad brought up Via Napoli because we both really like Via Napoli. Just the actual sit down restaurant. And that's the best pizza I've ever had, was in the sit down restaurant. My dad and I both like it. My mom's not a fan.
This gets mixed reviews, definitely from listeners.
Yeah. Even the sit down does get mixed reviews, and we've had
definitely
some not solid experiences there, but we've also had pretty good experiences there. But I've always thought the pizza was solid. But then my mom was like, well, why don't they have a takeout window? And I wasn't really familiar with it. I was like, I'd rather sit down anyways. But your note here says that it was, the pizza reminded you of Pizza Hut.
Yeah, like I just remember when the Pizza Hut was open in town, and they did like the deep dish.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it really reminded me of. And so I will say this. I'm not opposed to giving the sit down a try, because for all I know, the walk up window and the sit down could be night and day from each other, right?
Yeah, because we don't know. We've never tried the walk up window. So,
right. So it was very thick, very doughy.
Oh.
And the cheese was like, reminded me of some not so good local pizza places. And like the pepperoni was like not impressive. And it was just really greasy, not a lot of sauce at all. Like it really did remind me of Pizza Hut. So I was just like, there's got to be something different between what they offer at the walk-up window than what they do at the sit-down, because not only has it been raved about by a lot of people, they've won awards.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like over the summertime, I remember reading that they won some kind of award for their pizza. So
we might have to try, just because there's such controversy from our podcast.
Yeah, that sounds nothing like the sit down pizza. The one that we usually get is the margarita with the toppings that you can add yourself.
Thin
it's a very
pizza.
thin pizza.
Yeah.
It's not greasy. It's very fine ingredients.
And that's what we were kind of expecting, was that thin crust, like nice and, like that wood, coal oven, fired and crispy and fresh tasting mozzarella.
Yeah.
Not, like your BJ's.
I would say that's
gigantic 5-pound pack.
Yeah, and I think the indoor one is like that.
Yeah, now I really want to try that now, because
I know.
I mean, I don't have anything against a Pizza Hut pizza, but that's not what I'm expecting from Via Napoli.
It's not what I would be expecting from there. Exactly.
Yeah.
Recon.
Good to hear. Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna ask her about the candlelight processional. Yeah. Who was the speaker?
Jim Caviezel.
Yeah.
So if you're not familiar with him, he's an actor that's been in, Passion of the Christ,
right.
Frequency, which is one of my personal favorites that he was in. I just really like him as an actor. So when I found out that he was going to be reading while we were staying there, I'm like, that's the night that we've got to go.
Yeah, good job.
Out of all the nights that we had available. So we went there. I've heard, that the standby lines, you have to start, lining up at noon, which we actually witnessed. Not doing that. And I've heard mixed stories about the dining packages.
Yeah.
I've heard that even with the dining package, you still have to wait in a line.
Yeah.
It's just a different line.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just a different line. And so, like, instead of having to wait 8 hours, you only have to wait like 4 hours.
But do you think people get shut out though, or they just get?
That's what I've heard. So, here's the thing. I don't know how much is truth and how much is rumor, but I can tell you that I saw the 2 separate lines, and I can tell you that I saw people standing there for hours. Whether they had to or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I know Lisa Green is there right now, and she just tweeted, I think it was earlier today, that they did the dining package, and they went 25 minutes before the start of the show, walked right in and got seats.
Yeah, it could.
So maybe they
depend on the
changed
night.
something. I'm not sure.
Could depend on the night
Yeah,
too.
that's a
Yeah.
good point.
Wow. So it was good though.
So our experience was, I had told Matt, I said, look, I'm not waiting in lines, and I know that you aren't going to wait in lines. I said, as long as I'm within earshot, that's all that matters to me. I don't necessarily have to see it. I just want to be able to hear it.
Yeah.
So we headed over. We went over to, like, right between Japan and America, and I asked one of the cast members in the kiosks, I'm like, can you hear the candlelight processional from here? And she was like, no, not really. And I said, okay. And we looked, and I mean, I am not exaggerating. The walkway was elbow to elbow people from like right on the America-Japan line. And I mean, there was just no way you could even get through these people.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to just try to hear what I can. And it is what it is. And about 5 minutes after that, I happened to look up, and all of a sudden the walkway was completely clear. It was like it was empty. Nobody was there.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Exactly. I was like, oh, okay, what happened? No idea.
They let them in.
How it cleared, why it cleared, what caused the backup, no idea. But we walked right up to the rope where they have it roped off at the tree line for the amphitheater. I was pretty much center stage.
Standing though. Standing in the back.
Standing right at the rope line.
Yep.
And we were able to watch the whole thing. We were able to see him. It was an extremely moving experience that I recommend anybody take advantage of if they're there during the candlelight processional.
Yep. I've heard that before.
It was just, not only was it, the singing beautiful and the orchestra. Jim Caviezel did a phenomenal job reading. You could tell he was really into it.
Yep.
And he actually, you could see him a few times, like singing and like moving his arms around and stuff. It was really nice. But what took me the most was the fact of, in the culture that we're in today, that is, very, we'll say, cleansed. You have to be very careful about saying Merry Christmas versus, Happy Holidays and all that kind of stuff. To be in such a public place, hearing the story of Christ it was very moving.
Yeah.
It was really, really special.
That's good. I like that. Yep.
Yep.
And I've heard that before, so I'm glad you were able to experience that.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, then. Okay, let's finish up with the last day. I can see we had some more food.
Yes.
And I want to definitely cover that. Now, you've got a DVC hoodie, huh?
Yes.
I like that.
So it was just a zip-up hoodie. I saw it the first day that we were out at the Wilderness Lodge, and I'm like, maybe I'll keep that in mind. And I just really, really liked it. I liked the style of it. Some of the other resorts had similar ones, but the hood was a little bit different on this one that they had at the Wilderness Lodge, and I liked the style of that. So I got that, which was nice.
It's always good to score that one thing you wanted to buy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you pass it up and then it's forever gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I've learned that lesson.
Exactly. There's a tip for you. If you see something you want, get it.
Yeah.
Don't wait.
Absolutely.
All right, we got to talk about this last place, which I've never eaten at before. We had it booked. Lindsay always reminds me that I canceled it.
I'm bitter about it.
Yeah. And so you did Narcoossee's for dinner.
Yes,
on your last
that was
night.
going to be our big special dinner. It was, our 1 week wedding anniversary because it was, day 7 Saturday.
Married a whole week. Yep.
Yeah, married a whole week. Woo.
Yeah. Got through that first week. That's always important.
Made through the first week,
It is. But Lindsay, it's easier to get married or get through that first week of marriage if you're staying at Disney World, isn't it?
Yeah, I bet.
That is true. That is true.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah. And to also just kind of, bring the trip to a close. So we did dine there. The staff, the cast members are just fantastic. The theming is great. We asked our maitre d' that sat us what he recommended on the menu, and kind of coupled that with what we liked and ordered. We got the Maine lobster bisque as an appetizer to start, and we shared that, and that was really good. Very, very nice. I have to say, very generous with the lobster meat, which was nice. Because sometimes you can get a lobster bisque and never run across a piece of lobster meat.
You're right. I see a lot of lobster actually in your meal besides the soup.
Yes, there was. As I was typing it up, I'm like, oh, wow.
Look at
You
this.
really had a theme going on there.
Who stuck the lobster in here?
Yeah.
So I got the filet mignon again, which was fantastic. And actually, that was one of the recommendations of Jeff, our maitre d' there. So I got that, and it was, just melt in your mouth. I was cutting it. I think you could have probably cut it with a butter knife.
Right.
It was the best piece of meat I've had. It was just fantastic. Matt got the butter poached twin Maine lobster tails.
Nice.
And that is an earth moving experience. They were just, he let me have a bite. And I'm not exaggerating. It melted in your mouth.
Nice. I'm
Best
so glad I ate my
lobster.
dinner before this podcast. I know better. I stuffed myself pretty good.
So that was really just fantastic. And then we also got, as a side, the lobster mac and cheese to kind of just share and nibble on. And that is, so let me just tell you, A, it's worth getting. B, if you get that on your own, even though it's just a side dish, it's heavy and robust and big enough for it to be your entire meal.
Wow.
And it's extremely flavorful, but the cheeses that are in it, the pasta, it's very heavy.
Disney
but
World is
really,
the
really
master
good.
of mac and cheese, aren't they? They just master the mac and cheese.
Yeah. So that was really good. And then for dessert, we got the almond crusted cheesecake, which is actually, it's literally encased in almonds. It's a crustless cheesecake. It was a very light cheesecake. It was really, really good.
I just remembered I have some of that in the fridge, so I think
There's
I'm going to
like
have
2
some.
pieces left, so be careful because I'm going after it too.
All right, we're going to finish up. You just motivated us to finish up our Christmas cheesecake, Melissa. Wow, this has been an amazing trip report. Of course, we're closing in on a couple hours here.
I know. I'm sorry.
Which is fine because I
But
knew.
you forgot there's one more thing on her
Well,
list.
I know. I'm going to ask her. Is anything else stand out in this trip that we didn't cover? I see. Well, you did wishes from Polly. Is that what you're talking about, Lindsay?
Yes.
Yeah. So we saw wishes actually a lot between, on several different nights, and especially from staying at the Polynesian. But I have to say, if you're at the Polynesian and you have a chance to see the fireworks, there is in front of the over the water cabanas.
Yeah.
There's a little sidewalk that kind of goes off to the side and up a little on a little knoll, and there's a bench that you can sit on. And that bench is like centered with the castle.
Nice.
And I mean, you're pretty much up there by yourself, barring that nobody follows you up there. And it's your own private viewing show of wishes. So try to take advantage of that if you can. It's really nice.
Well, I got to ask you one more question. Did you see the electric water pageant?
We did.
Oh, good. I was going to say, did you?
And it was interesting. It was actually when we were staying at Bay Lake Towers.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, did it wake you up in the middle of 10 o'clock at night?
I just laugh hysterically. Matt is just weirded out by it. He's like, this thing is so weird and creepy.
Yep. That's why we love it.
Well, that's what I said. And I said, that's why everybody loves it.
I know. That's why it's special. And you were in a perfect room there to hear it. Was it loud where you were on the 11th floor?
It was, because I think it echoed in the like U shape of the Bay Lake Tower building.
I know it. It's so loud. You can have the door closed,
and it wakes you up.
The sliding doors could be closed, and it still comes right blasting through, right?
Yeah,
I love that.
Absolutely.
Well, Melissa, this has been an awesome trip. Did you have a good time?
Fantastic. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. I did a bunch of cast compliments, hashtags on Twitter to give kudos to cast members that went above and beyond. And,
great.
That's definitely a nice way to give back, because I have to say, Walt Disney World, if you do tweet the hashtag cast compliment and to at WDW today, they will actually a lot of times go and find them and give them certificates and take pictures and respond back to you. So they do get to the actual cast.
Oh, that's a great tip. I love that.
Yeah, which was a really nice way to kind of give back and give props to the cast members that went above and beyond.
Did you get anything for your anniversary or your honeymoon? Any special treats?
We did. So Narcosis Amir, for our who was our waiter at Narcosis, he gave us complimentary champagne with our dessert and a special little chocolate, congratulations insert, like chocolate display that was included in our dessert.
Oh,
and
cute.
We got some shout outs like at Soarin'. When they were, they did a shout out to us over the PA system.
Oh, good.
That's cute.
And stuff. Yeah. So it was nice.
Wow. All right, Melissa. We'll see you back on the bus.
All right.
It was a good time.
Happy New Year.
Yes. Happy New Year to everybody. And I had a lot of fun, Lindsay.
Fantastic.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. I'm so glad Melissa had time with us. She was actually one time on a round table, but I'm so glad she had a chance to tell a full, complete trip report for us because she's so great. I love talking Disney World with her on my day-to-day travels back and forth to work whenever something's going on. So I'm so glad Melissa had a chance to be on the show. And doesn't she do a great job articulating her trip? And she must keep great notes, and she did a nice trip report for us, so that made it a lot of fun and informative. Now, if you want to be on our show, you sure can. All you gotta do is you can email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. Although it's starting to get difficult. We've always got so many of our geeks in the parks, and I do have a long list. It's starting to get difficult to get them all on the show. I've got a couple coming up here I'm trying to get scheduled. We love it when you retweet us on Twitter and share our Facebook episode postings. That is awesome. I'd love to see another iTunes 5-star fantastic review. I'd love to see that. And keep telling your friends about our show. I'm getting lots of people coming on and joining in on the Facebook group. And our Facebook group is just awesome. There's so much information being shared there. We've had some new people join. They're asking questions. Our super geeks are giving great opinions and ideas for their upcoming trips. So that is so awesome. You can also leave us a voice recording on our Geek Speak at 860-294-4774. Hey, if you're in the parks, you want to leave a quick trip report, that is awesome. Or if you've got a question or you've got a tip for us, I'd love to share that on our podcast. don't forget, if you're planning a Walt Disney World vacation, why not talk to our good friends and Super Geeks Susan, Jennifer, or EJ at Fairy Tale Concierge? They're going to help you plan your very best Walt Disney World vacation. All right, thanks for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking out with us. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true.
All right.
Hear my
That's it.
a lot of noises in the background tonight.
Yeah, well, Mom got restless. Let the dogs out.
Wow, what a trip. Good job. You're so articulate.
Oh, thank you. Sorry if I blathered on too long.
No, you know what?
I didn't notice it until Mama came in and looked at it, and they're like, "What's going on?"
If it goes, it goes where it goes now.
It was a good trip. I liked it.